Hi, it's Mike, and it's time for another VAG 2015. Today, we'll talk about my blood test and my doctor visit. Always fun, right? So, yeah, quickly before we get into my blood test results, quick talk about my doctor visit. I haven't been to the doctor forever. 2012 was the last time I was at the doctor, and that was because I had to go to get my allergy refilled. But otherwise, I just don't go to the doctor. Not since I was out of the house and doing with my own stuff. So I don't really have any results before I went to the doctor. And when I went to the doctor this time, this was almost 5 months after I started on this lifestyle. So I'd been eating a high carb, low fat, whole food diet up until and still going on the doctor visit, which would have been almost 5 months after I started this lifestyle. So I don't really have any numbers to compare, which is a bummer, because it'd be nice to see how bad I was off before I started. But what I got is what I got. And also because I hadn't really been to the doctor since 2012, the information from 2012 is really my blood pressure and weight, not really anything else, temperature. So what did the doctor think when he saw me? Well, the doctor was in there with a intern as well, and one comment that he had was that it was great to see the weight loss. He did ask how that was coming about, and I mentioned that I was exercising regularly, that I had changed my diet considerably, and mentioned that it was a whole food, plant-based lifestyle that I switched over to. And he didn't really dig any further than that into it, and I didn't really offer that it was high carb, low fat, or anything specific, because he wasn't interested, and I didn't feel like expanding on it too much. I went in there specifically asking to get some blood tests because I had changed my lifestyle, and I was looking for some guidance to make sure I wasn't doing something bad, that my blood test would be looking normal. And doctor agreed to do some basic tests. I didn't get any really deep tests because, in general, the doctor didn't feel that if there's nothing showing up as a problem in the tests he ran, he didn't really want to take the extra cost of doing tests that really don't tell you anything. So I agreed with that. One other thing that came from the appointment with the doctor was after talking about how I was working out regularly and how I was eating, plenty of vegetables and fruit, getting the recommendations and going above the recommendations, and really my attitude in general as I was leaving. I heard the person with the doctor talking to him as I was going to the testing area that I would make my story would be good for other people. So whether or not I hear about that or not, I'm not sure. So on to the test results. So the first test was a comprehensive metabolic panel. So it was kind of a test that checked all kinds of stuff. And so as you can see here, I'm really within the standard range for pretty much everything. The only thing that's low is the urea nitrogen, which is expected because I'm not eating meat. Your urea nitrogen is always going to be low as a vegan. Creatine was within acceptable ranges. Calcium doing fine. Protein a little low, and that's something I've been working on, trying to get more protein in. But doesn't generally worry me since I am pretty much on a low protein diet. And that's about all for that one. Next up is a vitamin D deficiency test. The doctor's monitoring this because in 2012 when I was there, I did get tested for vitamin D, and turned out that I was deficient, and that's when I started supplementing vitamin D. So this test is just showing that now my values are within the standard range. Next up was a CBC with platelets, and that basically is just a test, a general health test. White blood counts are good, everything was good, nothing out of the ordinary. All the numbers are good, which means I'm not sick. Surprise, I wasn't sick. And the last test I had was a lipid reflex to direct LDL panel, basically checking my cholesterol. And as you can see, my cholesterol is below 200, which is considered the standard range. I know that personally, I'm shooting to get that number much lower than that over time, and I expect that number to keep dropping. Shockingly to me, my triglycerides number is within the standard ranges. Being an overweight individual and going on this lifestyle, I was ready to see a high triglycerides. But for whatever reason, that is not a problem right now. HDL cholesterol at 41, it's within standard range. Being the good cholesterol, I guess, could be a little higher, but I don't have a whole lot of control over that. That's what my body's doing. LDL cholesterol is at 101, again within the standard range, but since that is a bad cholesterol, that's one that I'm hoping to see go down along with my total cholesterol. And my cholesterol HDL ratio, 4.1, certainly usable, but again, everything I see or everything I've read says lower cholesterol is better. And so hopefully with my continued lifestyle process, and in 1 year when I get retested, we'll find that my numbers continue to go down. Or I don't know if they're going down since I didn't have tests before. So that's about it. My blood pressure, 116 over 80, heart rate of 85. My visit in 2012, my blood pressure was 110 over 82 with a heart rate of 92. This time my weight was 238 pounds, and which is 108 kilograms. And in 2012, I was at 267 pounds and 121 kilograms. So the doctor was seeing quite a weight loss. Overall, the costs to me, I have insurance that covers these an annual type exam, which the doctor coded this under. The total tests that were billed was $174 for the various tests. The insurance company only allowed $148, and the insurance paid $70, and I ended up paying $78. The actual doctor visit was $313. Insurance allowed $285, and insurance paid all of the doctor's bill. So yeah, that's how my blood test went. Everything appears normal. Everything's looking good. If I was eating a standard American diet, I'd be jumping for joy saying, hey, look at that. My body doesn't get affected by that stuff. My guess is that if I would have gotten tested in December before I started this lifestyle, I would have seen a scary picture. So that's a blood test. I don't know if any of you have had your blood tests and any problems you've seen with yours. I'm happy that there's nothing wrong with mine. I hope it continues that way. I'll keep eating the way I'm eating and enjoying life. And that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to catch the next episode. I got some good ideas for topics. Unfortunately, I think of them and I don't write them down. So that's going to bite me in the butt pretty fast here. But anyways, thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.